All right, so Grand Central Station, Grand Central Terminal. It's a very interesting, and in recent times, it's been somewhat of a focused upon potential Mandela effect. All right, so I'm, I guess I'm on the fence on if it's a Mandela effect or not. Yeah, I've never heard people refer to that place as Grand Central Terminal. That's new to me. However, that doesn't mean it's automatically a Mandela effect for me. Perhaps that's just an expression. That maybe that's what it's technically called. That's its name. That's its label. That's what it's called. But nobody, almost nobody, ever utters that out loud. People don't say that. So I'm just saying this is a hypothetical. I haven't spent hours going through interviews and watching old TV shows and old movies, reading old newspapers to see the percentages and how often Grand Central Terminal was spoken. My own experience in life, I've never heard anyone call it that, ever. But that does, again, it doesn't mean it's a Mandela effect. It might be, it could be, this quantum reality we live in, this dream world where everything's changing all the time. There's only 4 people in the car with JFK. My God. Some people are like, no, there's always 6. I get it, it's Mandela effect. You came from one reality, I came from another. Now we're here together. 2 different pasts, same present. It's not rocket science. Anyway, my point. Okay, so if nobody ever calls it Grand Central Terminal, I would have never heard it. And you wouldn't have heard it either, because no one ever says it. If that's the case, it might just be one of those one of those odd situations where there's a name of a place, but nobody ever calls it that name, and so most people don't realize that its real name is Terminal. Everyone calls it Station. And it's just assumed that that's the name, but the actual name is Terminal. When I in 2016, I had a video where I said, "What's going on? Is this Mandela effect craziness, man? That Google is actually owned by a bigger company. What? Alphabet Inc. Alphabet Inc. owns Google." I was like, "What?" So it might be, and again, so maybe that's a Mandela effect, or maybe it's just something no one ever mentions, and it's just so anyway. So that's kind of where I'm coming from on this one. It might be Mandela effect. You might have come from a past where it definitely was not Grand Central Terminal. It was Grand Central Station, and that's how you knew it as. But this reality, Grand Central Terminal, is the official name. Most people call it Grand Central Station. There's actually a subway underneath, technically called Grand Central Station, directly underneath. So it's just one of those, I'm just saying pump the brakes. It's okay. The world is much more ridiculous and awesome and crazy and just amazing, much more than you could ever realize. But it doesn't mean that all these perceived oddities are Mandela effect, supernatural, unexplainable type situations. So just use discernment. That's what I'm asking. Use discernment. All right, guys, be good.